Hello everyone and welcome. This video is a little different. I'm sitting in my kitchen. We're going to do a bit of an unboxing, or in this case, unbagging. I follow a lot of videos from Rob Evans Woodsman and Knifemaker. And a few weeks ago he held a raffle for one of the knives that he makes. I won. I've been waiting for this for 2 weeks now. And I was expecting to get it on Thursday, which is tomorrow, and I'm off on Friday. So I was going to take it into the woods and open it up and mess around with it. But it came in early. And it's Wednesday, and I just can't wait that long. So let's open this up. And see what we've got. Of course, customs had to open it, but all went well. So, Rob Evans Knifemaker. The model is the Mark II Tribute in AEB-L Stainless. Black linen micarta handle with orange liners, 0 scandi grind, Brown Kydex neck sheath, perfect. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. There's the orange liners. Let me get my measuring tape. So I know the blade is 3.5 mils thick. The length on this one, at its longest, is 3 1/4 inches, or 85 millimeters long. The handle is 114 millimeters, just about 4.5 inches. Fits beautifully in my hand. I love the way it feels. Rob created this knife because he has spent time with Morris Kochanski at one point. So he worked off the principles of what Morris thought a good bush knife should be. He created the Tribute knife, the Mark I, and then from that one he created this one, where the blade is tapered down more, the tip is a little bit finer to make it better for carving. Some of you may not know who Morris Kochanski is. He was a survival instructor. He wrote a very popular book on bushcraft and survival. And he was a terrific woodsman. This is going to be an awesome part of my new gear. Now, because it's Wednesday, I can't really get out in the woods and light a fire. So I'll probably continue this video on the weekend where I'm in the woods using the knife. I'll maybe carve a few notches, light a fire, make a cup of tea. So for you, it's going to be all one video. For me, see you Friday. Welcome back. I found this nice little spot where I can stick my stove. It's time to play with the new knife. Figured if I'm going to play with the knife, may as well make a cup of tea. Now let's go see what we can find for dead branches kicking around. I see tons just sitting right here. So this is right behind the rock where I was sitting, which is right there. Nice and dead, dry. And I don't need a whole ton. We're just going to be having a cup of tea. That should be lots. So I've cut up that branch into small pieces. And I kept a short stick to use as a baton. Will this little knife baton? Of course it will. But I don't do a ton of batoning. Most of the batoning I do is for small stuff like this for the twig stove, or if I've got logs that I've split up with the axe and I need a little bit of kindling, I'll take little nibbles off it for kindling. And for that, this will hold up no problem. But because of that fine tip, I don't want to beat on it too hard. I'm not worried about it, but why hit it harder than I need to? I got a longer branch and I broke it up into 3 pieces, trying to get at the center. Now, I know I'm not very good at feather sticks. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't. But I've got the bag here for the stove, and I'm just going to try and shave some of this and make some curls. I love that sound. Now I've got a piece of bark here. I'm just gonna place these on the bark. Now the spine of this knife is very sharp. So let's see how well it'll shave. Wow. There's a few little knots in here that are hanging me up, but there we go. Those are some beautiful little shavings. Now I'm going to place those on top of these curls. With as much of this fine dust as I can. And then we'll get the ferro rod and see if it'll light. I do not want to risk hitting this rock with the knife. So I've got my arm locked on my knee and I'm just going to pull the rod back. So now that the fire's established, let's get the water on for a cup of tea. Now, I went and gathered just a dead stick. Just so I can do a bit of carving with this thing and start getting used to it. I've always been a fan of buying a less expensive knife and doing the same things as a good knife, but I have never had a knife this sharp. Wow. Now this is probably a bit big, but that's okay. Sharpen that up to a beautiful point. Now, I brought this bigger log here so that I've got something to work on. Make a stop cut. Carve down to it. Wow. There's a beautiful V-notch. Nice looking 7-notch. Nice X pattern. Sit up for this one, I think. Try and get away from my legs. If you can't hang a pot off that, there's a problem. I am going to love this knife. So I think this is going to be a fantastic little knife. The blade is extremely sharp. The spine is very sharp, perfect for scraping. Thanks, Rob. I'm gonna love this. In the comments below, I'm going to pin a link to Rob Evans' YouTube channel and a link to his new website where you can look at the knives that he makes. But now my tea's just about ready. And all I really wanted to do was show off the new knife. I want to thank you all for coming along. Always a pleasure having you with us. And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. And if you're going to do that, you may as well hit the notification bell. It'll let you know whenever we put out a new video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.